Hello everyone, today we'll go over how to copy files to Dropbox or from Dropbox using GS RichCopy 360 Enterprise or Standard. Once you have the application installed in your machine, it defaults to the Jobs section. We need to create a job, so we right click and say create a new job, or you can simply click on new job button down here. We're going to skip the wizard. We're going to give the job a name. This is just a label, so you can reference it later. Copy to Dropbox demo. And then under the source, where basically that's where we're copying from, by default it goes to local disk or network path. If you're copying from another cloud provider, you can just simply select the cloud provider that you need and you go through the setup process. In this case, since we're copying from a local disk for the sake of this example, we're just going to leave it as that. Source, you can paste the source, which is the path, or we can browse to it. In this example, we're going to browse to it. We're going to copy demo folder. This is just a small folder, so you can kind of give you an idea. We're going to check the box that says copy as root folder. When you check that box, it's going to create the demo folder on the destination. And then copy the sub-content to it. If you don't check that box, you're just going to copy the content, the sub-content of the demo folder. Now, when it comes to the destination, click on the drop-down and select Dropbox. This is where we're going to copy to. Before we specify or browse the path, we need to specify the credentials. So we can click on the plus sign here or the add sign. Going to give the credentials a label, so Dropbox account. Now we click on authenticate. Here it's asking us to specify our login credentials to our account, so we're going to go support. This is obviously for us to use. You would specify your credentials in that case. This is just for the demo. And then we specify the password. Take a second to get that password. Specify. We're going to click continue. Yes, we want to authenticate this application. Yes, allow it. Now it says we're granted. Close. Now we basically obtained the token from Dropbox. You can click on the test button to validate that it's working okay. It is. Click OK. Save. Now we're going to specify. Now we're going to use this drop account that we just specified. And we click on the browse button. It's authenticated and it sees our support graph. If we have multiple folders, we will see all those folders here. So we're going to go ahead and click on checkbox that we're going to copy there. We don't see anything else because it's actually empty. We click OK. Now we just specified the source demo. I'm going to go to the Dropbox location in the root. Specify the different options if you want to mirror, move, copy everything. By default, copy changes only is going to copy everything in the event the destination is blank. We're going to use 4 threads. This is how many files you can copy simultaneously. You can do more or less depending on your network connection and so forth. You can set the job to start at a specific time. You can set it to run at a specific schedule, like run it daily, nightly, every few minutes, every few hours. And if you check this box to run as a service, that means it runs in the background. You don't need to be logged into the machine, nor you need to have the application open. It will just run in the background according to the schedule you set it to. So now that we've created the job, you can go ahead and click Save. We have the job here called Dropbox Demo. That's the one we just created. We're going to start the job. So we right-click on it and say Start. It shows here as queued. So if we click on where it says queued, it will show us the progress. Similarly, we can click on the progress screen. Now the job started running. It's connected to Dropbox. It's using the 4 threads that we're copying. It detected 31 files, and so far it's copied 14. It's copying at 4 megabytes per second. So if you want to calculate it in megabits, it would be times 8. This is going across the internet. This was a small job just to kind of give you an idea. The job is successful, it's completed. It had detected 31 files and it copied all of them. And if you click close, it shows you here green as successful. If it did encounter one error or more, it would actually switch to red, which means this job encountered a problem. You can click on the log file here. If we encountered problem, had we encountered problems, it would have aggregated all the errors that we have here, basically which files we couldn't copy, and then you can find out what's going on with those files. Are they logged, or they've got any issues, permission problems, or you can rerun the job to pick up those files that we skipped or missed. To copy files from Dropbox, just double-click on the job. And where it says source, in that case, instead of local disk, you would click on the drop-down and select Dropbox. Specify the Dropbox account. This is the credentials. This is coming from the credential library since we stored it. You click on the Browse button. Now we see actually the demo folder that we had just copied. So we can click on it, and then we specify we want to copy it to, whether it's local path in case you wanted to back it up or so forth, or you can copy to another cloud provider. This is how you copy files to Dropbox or from Dropbox using GS RichCopy 360. If you have any questions, reach out to support@gurusquad.com. Thank you very much for watching, and let us know if you have any questions.